Hey guys, and welcome to my top 15 most anticipated contemporary novels of 2014. It was a bit hard for me to narrow it down to 15 titles, but I had around 20 and I kept on eliminating them based on their order. But I'm just telling you, this is mostly just for the first half of 2014. They're all ones that have synopsises as well as covers and release dates. So look forward to another video in 6 months where I talk about the other 6 months of the top 15, I guess, contemporaries. I'm not sure if I'll be doing more top lists on other genres, but let me know if you guys like this and want me to do that. If not, then I'm probably not gonna do it. Let's get rolling. At 15 is Now and Forever by Susane Colasanti. This book comes out on May 20th of 2014 from Viking Juvenile, aka Penguin. Now I really like the synopsis of this book, and basically what it is really about is that what if your boyfriend was the world's biggest rock star? I don't think I've ever read a Susane Colasanti book, but my sister did and she really loved the one that she read, so I'm really highly anticipating this one, especially with the synopsis. It reminds me of Tamara Weber's Between the Lines trilogy, so I have high hopes for this one. At 14 is The Geography of You and Me by Jennifer E. Smith, coming from Little Brown for young readers on April 15th of 2014. And this is about Lucy and Owen who get stuck in an elevator during a blackout in NYC. And after they've been rescued, they spend the night wandering the streets of Manhattan and just getting to know each other. However, the next day, Lucy has to move away, and it follows them staying in contact and basically the whole long-distance relationship through sending emails and postcards, etc. until they finally meet again. I've read both of Jennifer E. Smith's previous books, and while they did not wow me, they were still good reads, so I have high hopes for this one. At 13 is The Things You Kiss Goodbye by Leslie Connor. This comes from Catherine Tegan Books on June 24th. Bettina finally snags the most eligible bachelor, Brady, the basketball star, at school, and can't believe it when her strict dad approves of him. However, Brady changes when school starts, and then she meets a guy in his 20s who is everything that Brady is not, caring and nice and whatever. And she knows nothing can happen between them, but when tragedy strikes, Bettina must tell her family the truth and kiss goodbye everything she knew. I have a couple of theories about what the tragedy is, but I could be wrong. This book is already up on Edelweiss for anyone who wants to request it. I know I did, and it sounds really interesting. She's a debut author, so I'm kind of wary of debut authors from Harper because there's so many of them, and I've had epic fails with a lot of them, but some of them, such as Casey West, are amazing, so I'm giving this one a try. At number 12 is What I Thought Was True by Huntley Fitzpatrick, coming from Dial Books, aka Penguin, on April 15th. I'm actually really excited for this book. I really enjoyed My Life Next Door, and this one is not the companion novel or sequel of My Life Next Door. There's another book that she's writing that is the sequel of that, or companion novel. This is completely different, and it is about Gwen Castle, who comes from a family of fishermen and house cleaners. She worries that this will be her fate and future too. Enter Gwen's biggest mistake, a rich kid named Cassidy Summers. He ends up slumming it as a yard boy on her little Nantucket-esque island, if that makes sense. And this book has secret histories and like things to get over, a romance and an island setting. Basically something that I really enjoy, minus the secrets, but I'm willing to look past that because it's Huntley Fitzpatrick and the cover for this book is gorgeous, so yeah. At 11 is The Museum of Intangible Things by Wendy Wonder, coming from Razor Bill, aka Penguin, on April 10th of 2014. Let me just say, I'm a huge fan of Wendy Wonder. I read her book, The Probability of Miracles, in 2012 or 11, and this was one of my all-time favorite book cover. It's just so pretty. So pretty, honestly. It's really pretty. And I really loved her writing in this book. So I have high hopes for The Museum of Intangible Things, especially since it has a gorgeous cover too. And here's a synopsis which makes me really excited for it. And it talks about two best friends, Hannah and Zoe. One of them, Zoe, needed to escape from her small town suffocation, so she asks Hannah to basically get in the car and leave, and that's what they do. They escape the town, and they take Hannah's car and leave their disappointment and their disappointing life behind, and it just follows them. I guess it's more like a self-discovery kind of book with like a best friend, and I really like best friend and friendship novels, so this one is a book that I'm really excited to pick up, especially since it's different from the usual contemporaries that I read. At 10 is Better Off Friends by Elizabeth Eilberg, coming from Scholastic/Point on February 25th. This one sounds really cute, and there's a synopsis. Everyone says guys and girls can't be friends, but Macklin, I could be completely wrong. It says Macklin here. I have a feeling I wrote that name wrong. Macklin and Levi have always been just that, but they're always getting in each other's love lives, even unintentionally. So is it fate? Should they try at being more than friends, or do they not want to ruin their friendship? So it sounds really cute and a fun, adorable read, so I'm really excited for this one. At number 9 is We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, coming from Delacorte Press/Random House on May 13th. So this one, E. Lockhart didn't feel like writing an actual synopsis, so people are all kept in the dark, and I'm gonna read you part of the synopsis. A private island, a brilliant damaged girl, a passionate political boy, a group of 4 friends, the Liars, whose friendship turns destructive, a revolution, an accident, a secret, lies upon lies, true love, the truth. Especially like the political boy part, it reminds me of Gansey from the Raven Boys for some reason. I'm really excited for it. I'm excited for all of them. I need to stop saying that word. At number 8 is Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson, coming from Simon & Schuster on May 6th. I have read one Morgan Matson book, which is Amy and Roger's Epic Detour. I have not read the other one, Second Chance Summer, but I really want to. Look at the cover. The cover is like so freaking cool that I want this book ASAP. And the synopsis again follows 2 friends, Emily and Sloane. One day, one of them, Sloane, disappears but leaves a to-do list for Emily. Emily is the shy type, while Sloane is the more extrovert, crazy kind of person. Crazy in a good way, I mean. So the tasks are all pretty bizarre, and ones that Emily would never even think of doing pre-Sloane. But she decides to do them because she wonders if this would lead her to Sloane. It sounds really cool, and I would love to see all the to-do lists and how she's going to be doing them, I guess. So it's definitely a book that you guys should look out for. At number 7 is Breathe, Annie Breathe by Miranda Keneally. This is the 5th Oaks Hill High companion novels, and this is quite different. You can tell from the cover, first of all, it's completely different from the first 4 books, and the synopsis is very emotional. Annie Winters is training to run the Music City Marathon, even if she can barely run a mile without wheezing. But she has to finish what her boyfriend started before he died. She blames herself for his death, but training and Jeremiah Brown are a distraction. It sounds really emotional, and as soon as I saw the cover reveal and then read the synopsis, I just had to have this book, and I'm just so excited, so excited, so excited. My excitement level is increasing book by book. You will notice, you will see. The 6th on the list is The Secrets of Lily Graves by Sarah Strohmeyer, coming May 13th from Balzer and Bray. I have read Sarah Strohmeyer's 2 previous books. The first one is Smart Girls Get What They Want, and I love that book so much. I actually have an ARC of this, but we had to get another copy, a finished copy. This is definitely contemporary, worth reading. But this one sounds amazing. So, Lily Graves comes from a family of female morticians. She knows her senior class president, Erin, isn't what she seems to be, and why her ex-boyfriend, Matt, broke up with her. Lily and Matt become friends from tutoring, but Erin hated it and attacked Lily in a jealous rage. The next day, Erin is found dead. And Erin and Matt are the first suspects, especially when their status changes from friends to something more and uncertain. I really love mysteries, murder mysteries. You know me, I say this in every single video. So this one, along with Sarah Strohmeyer writing it, and this really cool synopsis, just makes me want this book so badly. And this is also on Edelweiss, so I requested it, and I have it on my Nook, so I'm really excited to read it. Down to the 5 books. The 5th book I'm really excited about is 17 First Kisses by Rachel Allen, coming from Harper Teen on June 17th. I read the synopsis of this book and I'm like, that's it, I need this in my life ASAP. And it was up on Edelweiss, so I requested that and I got it. And the synopsis goes as follows. Claire can't seem to find a decent boyfriend, especially when every boy would rather date her gorgeous best friend, Megan. Oh boy. Until Claire meets Luke, who Megan is falling for. How can she compete? A novel with true love and best friendships on the line. Cool book. I want this. I think I've kind of explained why I want this book, right? Number 4 is To All the Boys I've Ever Loved by Jenny Han, coming from Simon & Schuster on April 22nd, and oh my god, guys. This book, I've been dying to read ever since they revealed the cover months and months ago. And the synopsis, of course, the synopsis is what hooked me, especially the title. And Jenny Han, her contemporary books, The Summer I Turned Pretty and the other 2 sequels, they're one of my all-time favorite contemporary books. I've reread them like 3 to 4 times, so you should know from what I just said how much I want this book. If I still didn't convince you, maybe you should read the synopsis, which I will tell you. Laura Jean writes a letter to every crush she secretly had and hides them under her bed. One day she finds out that all the letters have been mailed, and now she has to confront every crush from her past, including her sister's ex-boyfriend, as well as I think her ex-neighbor or something like that, and a lot of hilarious and like awkward scenes are promised in this book, I'm pretty sure. So I'm really excited for this one. Down to the top 3. If To All the Boys I've Ever Loved is number 4, then you would know that the top 3 are just amazing. Number 3 is by none other than Casey West, which is On the Fence, coming from Harper Teen on July 1st. Casey West, Pivot Point, The Distance Between Us, Ring a Bell. Charlie's a tomboy and she doesn't know the first thing about being a girl. Charlie starts nightly chats with her neighbor Brendan and then realizes she's falling for him. But should she spill and risk losing him as a friend, or should she keep it platonic? So I know this synopsis sounds very simple, but I trust Casey West. I mean, it's an automatic top 5 for me just from her being the author, and it went down to top 3 because of the synopsis, so I'm excited for that one. July 1st. 6 months from now. How depressing. Number 2 is Biggest Flirts by Jennifer Eccles, coming from Simone Pulse on May 20th. I'm also a huge fan of Jennifer Eccles. I've literally read every single book she's written, which is very rare for me. My favorite from that list is Jennifer Eccles' Such a Rush. I read this book as an ebook actually, and then I loved it so much that I went out and bought my own finished copy. And this synopsis, it's just so freaking cute that I need this book ASAP. Tia and new guy Will are big flirts. But when Will wanted to get serious, Tia's not interested because she wants stringless fun in her senior year. That leads him to the arms of another girl. Then yearbook collections are out and they get voted biggest flirts, which is kind of awkward. Will's new relationship becomes strained, and what started as innocent fun gets very complicated very quickly. It sounds really cute and funny, and the synopsis and the cover is just really adorable, so I'm really excited for this one. Drum rolls, please. My most anticipated book, contemporary book of 2014, and I'm pretty sure half of you guys would have guessed this, and it is Isla and the Happily Ever After by Stephanie Perkins, coming from Penguin on May 15th of 2014. Is it finally gonna happen? I'm not sure. The release date of this book was pushed back literally 4 times, from I think the end of 2012 till early 2013, late 2013, and now mid 2014. So you never know. You never know. I've kind of sort of given up on ever reading this book because of how many times it was pushed, but a girl can dream. A girl can hope. It's about Josh, who is Etienne's best friend, and Isla. I don't know if you guys remember who Isla is, but she's the girl that Anna found, kind of figured out that she likes Josh because her notebook fell, and Anna picked up her notebook and saw some Josh-related things. I can't remember exactly. So it was really cute, and I'm really excited for this. And it says here, is there such a thing as happily ever afters? And it's set in Paris. And the previous 2 people, or Lola, Cricket, Anna, and Etienne, are going to appear in this book. So I'm really excited for that. So this is it. These are my top 15 most anticipated contemporary books of 2014. And let me know which ones are you guys anticipating from the list that I've shown you, or if there are any other contemporary books that are on your list that I have not mentioned. There are a lot. I can tell you, there are a lot, and every single day there are new ones that I find out. But these are ones that I've been anticipating for a while. This is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and have a great day. Bye!